Anyway, next person. Give it a little tappy. Two taps.
Hey Harry, hi Grim, hey mate. Congratulations on your single. The best memory I have of you is when you and Grim came to see me at GAY and you ended up trashing my whole dressing room. So cheers for that. My question for you is, if you could be a superhero, which one would you be? Mwah! Sorry about the quality. I'm on the beat!
For those that can't see Rita's message, can you describe what's going on there?
She was wearing a wet rag on her head. It was like tied up in
That's
like
her weave. You spent a fortune on that. It's a hand-me-down from Beyonce.
And she's in beach attire.
She's in a bikini in the Maldives. Oh my God, babe, get your life. So yeah, do you remember that when we went to see her?
Yeah, I do. When we went to that show.
Yeah.
I think you tried to put on her stage outfit.
Yeah.
Which was, I don't remember, it was like chaps or something.
It was something very Rita.
It was something very Rita.
Yeah. Weirdly, they didn't fit. Baggy on me. But what was her question? What, if you could be a superhero, what would you be? I feel like that's a waste of a question, if I'm honest, Rita. Catwoman, I see you as.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look great in black. Okay, so I have some video messages for you from some people who wanted to say hello today. Because people genuinely care about today, and it's a big day. Next question, please.
Hi, Harry. I know you're involved in every aspect of your songs, from writing and producing to the mixing and the mastering. Is there a part of it that you enjoy as much as the recording and the performing? And also, you have a very eclectic taste in music that you listen to. So what would you say has inspired the style of music for your first release?
My God, your mum thinks she's on Jules Holland? That question! It's quite technical there from Mum.
She was putting on like a bit of a posh accent there.
She's trying to get a Radio 4 gig.
Excuse me, what do you think has inspired your eclectic taste of music? You don't talk like that.
What does she talk like? And it is on table.
I don't even remember what the question was. I was too distracted.
She wanted to ask something technical because she thought it would throw you. But yeah, what inspired you? Did she ask? Yeah.
Yeah. I think,
what inspired
I think it
you?
was which part do I like as much as recording and performing?
Yes.
And what inspired the single? I think.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
I think I like the writing part the most, and what inspired it. I don't know really. I think it's hard to not have influences from like what you grew up listening on. I think everyone reacts differently to like different types of music. I was with like the guys I was writing with, and we just wanted to make like what we wanted to listen to.
Right.
And I think that's been the most fun part for me about making the whole album is. It's like, in the least weird way possible, it's like my favourite album to listen to at the moment. Like, I love listening to it.
I think that's how it should sound.
I think so. I think, like, if you put out something that you don't stand behind and really love, then if it doesn't go well, then you could regret not doing what you wanted to do. Whereas, you know, if nothing happens with it, I love it.
Yeah.
But I think that's been my favourite part of the overall thing, is kind of listening to the album and making all the changes and watch over it all.
And I think people sense that, you know, like people know if you like the record. Or I know, like if I hear an album, I'm always like, or like Florence, I feel like really is a Florence fan.
Right.
Or like Rihanna, I guarantee listens to Rihanna music on her holidays.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like I believe that they're committed and not into themselves in a big-headed way, but they're a fan of themselves. And I think you've got to be.
Yeah, I think you have to write. I think the thing is like, I think a lot of people, especially at labels and stuff, they like separate it, and they think because they work in music, it's like a broader understanding of music than people who listen. But I think we're all just fans of music.
Yeah.
So I think we made it as like the fan.
Yeah.
It was, you know, what do I want to listen to, and tried to write that. So I really like the album, so I hope people like it.
Yeah. Did you know your mum had sent that video, by the way?
I didn't.
No. Do you mind that I messaged your mum for a message?
No, I really like my mum. So I think she's all right.
Yeah.
There's worse people you could message.
Yeah. Last message prior this was actually about her potatoes. Fantastic.
Yeah. One of her friends does really good parsnips.
Oh, who?
Grows her own parsnips. We had them for Christmas.
Who's that?
Louise.
Shout out Louise.
She's about to get married. So
Oh,
congrats.
Congrats on the marriage and the parsnips. She's actually marrying a parsnip.
She is. He does look a bit like a parsnip. Sorry, Martin.
Okay, next one. Give it a little tap on there. Give it a tap.
2.
Yeah.
Hey Harry, Ronnie here.
Ah.
Good luck with the single. When are you coming over to see the twins?
Yes, Ronnie Wood.
Legend.
I like the Rolling Stones getting in touch to say, hey, good luck with the single.
I love Ronnie Wood.
How do you know Ronnie Wood?
I met him at like a dinner thing a few years ago, and then I went to a couple of Stones shows. I just think he's the nicest.
He's
He's
so
really
nice.
nice.
I like it. He always remembers everybody's names.
Yeah.
And I feel like, imagine the amount of people you've met if you're Ronnie Wood. Like, you've been on since the 60s, and he, like, remembers. He's like, all right, Grimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure the 60s was a little blurry.
Yeah.
as well.
They're off their heads.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you know
I like him.
that a good thing about Ronnie Wood is that he's, you know, such a, like you say, such a friendly guy. He made friends with a cabbie, like a black cabbie in London called Brian, and every day Brian texts Ronnie Wood a joke every single day without fail, and Ronnie Wood forwards them to me, and that's
I like that.
That's the text that I get. Do you want to be in the chain?
What was today's joke?
Do you want me to find it for you? Okay, because I can add you to the chain. It can go Brian, Ronnie Wood,
I'd
me,
be in the
you.
chain.
Do you want to be in the chain?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, today's joke was, I was just looking at my ceiling. Not sure if it's the best ceiling in the world, but it's definitely up there.
Oh, God.
Do you want to be added to the group still? No. Okay, next question, please.
Hey Grimmy, hey Harry. I want to know, what was the process for this album? How many songs did you write? Where did you make it? And how long have you been making it for? And did you enjoy making it?
Hello, Edward.
Edward Sheeran there.
Oh, isn't he good?
Oh, it's good. He's doing ever so well.
I started the album. I had to stop in the middle of the year I went away to do the movie, and then I did like 3 weeks at the end of February last year, and then stopped for about 5 months, and then came back to it in July, and then kind of did it until kind of nowish. I finished writing in like December.
And did you, when you were doing the movie, were you just completely away from it? You were like not even thinking about it? Did you have time to think
which
about
actually I think was good.
Probably quite
for
good,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, I think, one, because for a while before, all I'd thought about was like stressing about, you know, what it was going to be and everything. And it gave me a chance to kind of completely step away from it and have a real break. And then also by the end of the movie, because we were swimming so much, I was like, oh, can I just go and write some songs in the studio?
On land.
Quite excited for that.
How often were you swimming in it? Because we did see all those pictures of you in the sea looking all like... Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. But I think how many did we write? Maybe like 70, I think.
70?
We did 50 in Jamaica, I think.
50?
Yeah.
Not 15?
50.
Why do people do
songs
this?
and ideas.
It's a lot.
But not, most of it, that's including like little ideas.
Right,
I'd say
okay.
full songs, maybe
6.
30. Yeah. I'd say there's 30 probably.
30 good songs.
I think so.
And then
'Cause one of the songs on the album I wrote a few years ago.
And they're all finished and like done. And then how do you go about like deciding what goes on? Do you just be like, I've got this, or do you sort of test them out on people?
I think you can do that, and you do that obviously to a degree. But I think if you start asking too many people, it gets away from like what you like. So I think kind of when it came to the end of it, I had to be like, all right, which songs do I want it to be?
Did you ask Ed ever?
Yeah, I played him a couple of songs. Yeah, but I hadn't seen him for a bit because I was away. So I played him a couple of songs after the album was finished.
Right. He didn't say, oh, don't like these. You're like, too late now, it's printed.
He liked one that wasn't on there.
Oh, no.
But, so I was like,
B-side.
I had a little minute of like, no, but
Next, save it for later.
Yeah.
EP.
Yeah.
EP or something. Is it terrifying as a male solo artist to know that Ed Sheeran is alive and well?
I just think he's really good.
He's
just
killing
one of
it.
the most talented dudes I know.
Did you message him when it was like the entire top 10 was Ed Sheeran? Because I had to message him going, I said, this is hilarious, which I don't know if he didn't respond to. But I mean, it's so mad. It's unheard of, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mad. It is mad. I mean, he's really good at writing songs.
I mean, he really, really is. He really is. Currently 500 songs in the top 40.
He also writes so many for like everyone else. So when he came, I'd see him and I'd be like, do you want to hear my first single? And he'd be like, yeah. And then he'd go, do you want to hear everyone else's first single? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
He's just written them all.
Yeah.
So.
Throw us a bone, Ed. Come on, I'm sick of this radio life. So there we go. Questions from the floor.
Thanks for doing that.
You're welcome. It was really annoying, actually.
Nice, oh, sorry.
But I wanted to do it for you.
I appreciate it.
But it was quite like, oh, God. Ed Sheeran was like, I'm on a plane. Can you contact me later? I was like, God, it's really hard getting over the four most famous people in the world. Your mum was all right. We were on the text. It was fine. But yeah, Chris Martin, Rita Ora, and Twist, Ronnie Wood, and Ed Sheeran. Thank you for your questions.
Thank you for those.
Great questions.
Lovely people.
Thank you, guys. We have Harry Styles as our guest today on the show.
What's up?
Get up!
The Radio 1 Breakfast Show.
With Nick Grimshaw.
It feels weird calling you your full name all the time.
Yeah, you don't have to do it. You can stop it.
Harry Styles.
You can stop if you want.
Were you ever thinking of, I'll just go for a Harry, like Adele's just gone for an Adele?
I think it'd be weird.
I think it's tough with you because Prince Harry.
I also feel like people would be like, we know what your name is, so that would be weird. Do you know what I mean?
No.
If I tried to like shorten it. If I did like a stage name.
Right. They already know.
I was like, oh, my album's under the name Christoph.
Yeah.
They'd be like, well, that's not your name.
We know your name.
Yeah.
But do you ever think of just Harry? No, Harry.
Nah.
Do you think Prince Harry was really annoyed when you got famous? Because he was like, oh, God, another famous Harry.
I think he's all right.
Do you think?
I think so.
I always think that Kate Moss must be annoyed that Kate Middleton exists, because when you see those headlines and it's like, Kate has royal baby, I'm like, yes, Mossy. But it's not but it's not her, is it? I always think that. Yeah, I know. Anyway, Harry Styles is here. We've got a lot to talk about. We were just saying during that song, you've never actually been on my radio show.
No.
And I've known you for a long time.
How long has it been now?
I've been doing this show 4.5 years.
4.5
4.5 years of breakfast. And you've never been on.
It's a long time.
Quite weird, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're a long-term listener and a long-term fan.
Yeah.
But never been on.
Yeah.
And when I started this, when I got this job, actually, you were one of only 4 people I told that I got this job.
Who were they?
I told my mum and dad.
Yeah.
Because they were like, Big Boss Ben was like, don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
So I was like, that means we can tell 5. that means we can tell 5 people. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, definitely, I won't tell anyone. So I told my mum and dad.
Yeah.
I told my friend Amy, and I told you.
Yeah. I
you
didn't tell anyone.
Did you not?
No.
Because you wanted to keep my secret?
Well, when I don't tell anyone big secrets, it's more for selfish reasons. I think when it gets out, and I know I haven't told anyone, I feel quite proud of myself for not telling anyone.
So you're not proud of my job? You were like...
No, I was proud of the job, but I was like, yes, I didn't tell anyone.
Kept quiet about that for ages. So. And when you played me your song, I didn't tell anyone what it sounded like, because I thought, oh, he's testing me to see if I'm a big mouth.
Trust.
Because I sometimes think you...
the trust.
Because sometimes I think you think I'm a big mouth.
No. I actually don't think you're a big mouth.
Okay.
Oh, don't people do that with like babies?
What do you mean?
Don't they like give fake names of babies to different friends?
Yeah,
to find out
to see who
or like pictures of babies that aren't their babies, and then they see which picture goes out, and then they're like, oh, that friend put up the thing.
Yeah.
People do that, I think.
People do that. But I honestly thought when you played me the song that it was going to be something else, and then be like, yeah, it's called Sign of the Times, it goes like this. And then you'd be like, got you. You have sort of been on, though. Because there was the night of the Brit Awards.
No.
Yes. Yes. Where we thought it'd be a good idea to go. There's a gang of us. We thought it'd be a good idea to go straight from the Brits to the radio. So you have kind of been on.
I'd say I was on the radio. I wasn't on. You know, I wasn't like switched on.
Do you know what's you weren't switched on? No, because we basically went to some party and then it was like 6 a.m. and I had to go on the radio.
Yeah.
And there was a few of us. It was like
well,
me.
you said you would stay out if we all came.
That's true.
To the thing.
Which is often my bargain.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh, stay out.
Yeah.
Come on, stay out. And I'm like,
How often do people bail on the radio thing?
Like
all
the time. I don't do it anymore. It was a novelty because I think I was so excited about having this job. I thought, fire me, whatever. This is mad that I'm even working it. But now I'm like, you know, a serious broadcaster.
You're an adult now.
I'm an adult now. Yeah. But I remember when we came in, it was me, you, our friend Emily, our friend Jamie, and a card. Oh, your friend Cal. Well, our friend Cal.
Yep, Cal was there.
Hi, Cal. And a Robbie Williams cardboard cutout.
Yeah. I don't know where we got that.
And there was a Bejeweled bottle of vodka that said Grimmy in Bejeweled. So it was a classy night.
Yeah.
It was really classy night. And
Real
then
classy.
we came in, and then do you remember there was no one here? Like, there was no producer Finchy, no producer Fifi.
I think Tina DeHealy was here.
Was she?
Yeah.
I think she was.
I think she was. And as we came in, she was like, oh, God. She looked at us as we were in, and we were like,
hey, Tina!
She was like, oh, jeez.
No, shut in, we've had a mad one. Did you get in trouble for that? Because I didn't, but Fifi did.
You did.
Fifi, what time did you get in?
I was here, but I fell asleep in the office.
Yeah, whatever.
I got.
Oh, yeah, you weren't on time.
Yeah, thanks.
She got here about 7:45. We came on air at 6:30, and then she fell asleep on the floor in here, and Big Boss Ben busted her. She got in trouble.
Oh,
Yeah, do you remember that photo? Yeah. Did you get in trouble?
A little bit.
What happened?
I mean, not bad.
trouble.
I think
but
it was like...
Someone has a word.
I think it was more like, oh, I saw you on Grimmy's show. I was like, yeah. And they were like, well, you didn't sound very good, did you?
Well, I just thought I'd do a bit of extra promo, you know, helping you guys out.
Yeah.
Shift a few copies,
a
few units.
Socialising.
Can't do that now.
BBC
Radio 1.
The Radio 1 Breakfast Show
With Nick Grimshaw.